I'm a 32-year-old male, man, and I just feel like at the end of the day, I don't know how to help myself. I hate myself a lot for that.
It's terrifying to really feel deep in your own existential questioning. Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
Peyton. How's it going, Mr. Forever?
Peyton. It's going actually pretty okay, man. I know I've been talking a lot on here about being insane, but today I feel less insane. I don't know what it is. I think it's about I don't know. I kind of got off my procrastination a little bit today. I cleaned my room. I reoriented myself. I fucking I feel like myself a little bit more today than I have in the past month or so. So that's good. I've convinced myself that everything's gonna be okay. I don't need to freak out. I was stuck in a bit of a loop about tell me if this is crazy to you, if I'm talking crazy, but like you ever like look at a mirror and you're like, what am I? What is this? Or like you ever go on a like you know that spiral that you can go down of like, what am I experiencing right now in terms of just like consciousness? Like what the hell am I experiencing right now as a conscious human being? This is the most fucking psychedelic, insane thing. You know, I don't. You know what's funny is I'm talking to you about it right now, but I don't. In this moment, I don't feel it. You know what I mean? This past weekend when I was really fucking depressed and really fucking spiraling, I was like feeling that. And it's a crazy, intense thing to really be feeling. Because when you're feeling it, right, and then you look around at everyone else who's not feeling it, and you know, like you're on Instagram and someone's posting about like, oh, check it out, the trailer for the new Star Wars, whatever, and you're just like, do you have any idea how is everyone not freaking out all the time? You know, how does society not? How are we as conscious beings not questioning this and letting this completely run our lives at all time? And that's how I felt when I was in it. And now, as I'm talking to you, I don't even feel in that right now. I just feel kind of normal. And now I think at the other end, it's like, no, the guy, he's like the guy on the schizophrenic guy on the street who is arguing about consciousness and saying things are like, you know, talking about like woo-woo shit is probably right. But also in a way, the guy who's like, let's get dinner at this restaurant and then go home and watch White Lotus and then I gotta go to work tomorrow and whatever, you know, I don't whatever normal life looks like, you know, they're both right in some way. I think it's terrifying to really feel deep in your own existential questioning. To really be like, what the fuck am I? What the fuck is this? There's a tremendous sadness and fear and uncertainty that is inherent to every human life by nature of the fact that we die and what the hell we're experiencing ends, and we're never going to actually have answers to all these questions. And nobody escapes from that, whether you're rich or you're poor or you're born wherever. You never escape from that. And when you're really in it, it drives you insane that other people are not like... It's like you're in like a war or something, and the guy next to you is like filing his nails. And you're like, how are you not seeing all this? Are you insane? Anyway, but I feel actually... Okay, by the way, I just want you to know, that whole rant aside, that whole rant is exactly how I have been feeling for the past 3 days, but in this very moment, I actually feel pretty good. So, anyway.
That's good, man. And the great thing about that, of me actually trying to say something for that rant, man, is that the best thing you do, man, is that really only you can really answer that, right? Like I said, it's an exercise of you looking in the mirror, because not anybody else is gonna know anything else about it. So, but nah, man, I called to talk to you today about Mr. Forever. Man, I feel unique right? We all feel unique, like you said. You feel unique in your own crisis, and my crisis more or less is, man, I have a weird thing going on. I'm a 32-year-old male, man, and I just feel like at the end of the day, being alone is kind of weird, but I have a special exception. I'm hated on both sides of my family for something that I don't know. I've had a really bad ADHD since I was a kid, man, and me being alone, separated with my mother from all my family probably didn't help a lot of that when I was young. And I've met my cousins in here later on in my life, 20 years later in my life, for me being that. And I don't really have a lot of people to talk to. Me being an only child and like I said, me being with my mom doesn't really help that a lot, man. I think that's a big case of a unique case of, I guess you could say, Stockholm syndrome. I guess not saying that my mom was abusing me, but me only being with my mother for 20 plus years of my life and not knowing any other family or friends, right, doesn't really help my social anxiety or that of ADHD. And on top of that, ADHD means a lot of depression. So with that, man, I hate myself a lot for that, because I guess I didn't really find out any other avenues or things that could have helped me, right? And it's not to say that I wasn't reaching or trying to go to other people. I mean, eventually I did at some point, right? But like you said, man, looking yourself and seeing in that mirror, man, is quite depth defying, I guess you could say. I guess to a point. And man, I don't know how to help myself or help any way to get out of that.
Well, man, listen. I actually have tons of questions for you, and I actually genuinely I would love to talk to you about this. I want to just kind of first preface by saying, as you know, I am not a real therapist. I am an insane man in a gecko costume. I'm curious. I actually do want to talk to you about this because I have a lot of questions, and you seem like a cool guy, and I'm down to talk to you. But I want to know,
appreciate that.
Have you spoken to a real therapist about this? And if you have, what do they say?
No, I haven't actually spoken to a real therapist about this.
Okay.
Because man, I'm low income. I don't have a lot of income and stuff like that to actually go to see therapy and stuff like that, man. So I've tried to talk to my family, and well, you know, as I told you, man, both sides of my family, they hate me for something in the past that I cannot explain. Okay. Or don't even know myself for what I did. Right, I've had very limited contact with my family. So I guess in the moments that I've had contact with them, they don't want to do anything with me or or even accept me. So
okay, all right. Well, okay. So let me say this is look, I know it's hard to get. I know it can be like fucking expensive and annoying to talk to a real therapist. I do believe that you should. I think there's ways that you can like go to like a college campus to talk to a therapist for free. This one's kind of controversial, but I do it. It's I use ChatGPT as a therapist a lot of the time. I don't know where that leads. I don't know if they're taking my deepest, darkest personal things and using it to fucking selling it to Amazon. I do not know. That could totally possibly be happening. That's just what I do. But all right. Anyway, you know what? Look, man. Let's. Okay, I'm curious about a few things. And again, you should talk to a real therapist about this. But I guess in the meantime, we can, as your homie, we can just chit chat.
Yeah.
What? So, did your family drop you all at once, or was this like a gradual thing?
This was like a gradual thing, I guess. From what I told, man, because you know what's weird, man? Because I could just share this, man. About 2 years ago, I was having surgery. I was getting I had some stomach issues, and I needed to have my stomach pumped, and I had to have my gallbladder removed. But man, I haven't seen my grandma since then, since like my high school graduation, right? Hadn't seen her since, right? She just comes out of the blue, and she's like, hey, she's like, you know, I could take you to your surgery. You know, I haven't really been there in your life, right? And it's funny, man. I was coming out of surgery, and she sat there with me. We sat there for a couple of hours. She just wanted to make sure I was okay to recuperate after surgery. And she was like, hey, she was like, I am very sorry about everything that's happened towards you, right? She was like, I look at you now and I think we were wrong about judging you as a kid, right? Because we didn't know how you would turn out. And you turned out to be an awesome person. It's just that you don't seem as bright because of how we treated you. And I just want to say, on the whim of another man, right? Is basically how she put it. And she was like, for that, I'm sorry. And she like dropped me off on my house afterwards. Right. And, I guess, man, it kind of, at the time I was really drugged up, but at the time, man, I could just remember that much, man. And it didn't shake me to my core until like, I don't know, I guess later that year, right? Upon me remembering it. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't even know where I was going with that, honestly. I guess.
Okay. So from what you were telling me earlier, I guess what I understand is that you felt like growing up and like even like into your 20s and shit, you were isolated by your mom, and so you just kind of had that relationship with your mom and didn't really like have the opportunity, I guess, to go out and have relationships with people outside of that. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, this is a total aside, but you seem like a confident guy just over the phone. I don't know what it is. Do you feel confident?
Nah, man. I mean, if you want to know, man, recently, man, if I sound confident right now, man, it's the meds. Really.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I finally got some medication about 2 weeks ago. So
cool. Good.
Yeah, so I'm in a better place now than I was then, but right now, the meds are kicking in.
So all right, so you said you were like kind of like it was just you and your mom for a while, but now you don't talk to any of your family. How long ago? How many years ago did it stop being just you and your mom, and it started being just you?
3 years ago. Yeah, it started being just me. So.
And where are you? Do you live in an apartment alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I live in an apartment alone.
Can I ask what? You don't give me your fucking address, but like what state or city?
Texas.
Cool. All right. Cool. And do you work?
Yeah, I work. Currently, I'm at work now. I'm on my break.
Okay. Word.
So
Word. And I guess your main problem you're telling me is like isolation.
Yeah, it's isolation, man. Like, it sucks, man. Like, imagine having ADHD, man. And being by yourself. It could be very challenging.
Insane.
Because things that don't excite you bore you, and then that boringness, that emptiness that I feel, it's not because I want to feel that way, but it's like the ADHD, and then it just comes with like a very dark depression afterwards. And there's nothing really to perk me up or ever bring me out of that because I don't have anything socially to spark me or something to spark me to kind of bring that. Yeah, there's reading, I could do gaming, right? But after a while, man, those things don't help you like socializing would, I guess. And to top it all off, man, to make it even further, man, I met my dad when I was 24, right? That was because I didn't know him. I didn't know anything about my dad till then, but I met him when I was 24, man. And it's crazy. When I met him, he was like, "Hey, man, God happened into my life, right?" He was like, "God happened to me, man, and with you, I want to make sure that, because I do have other brothers. I do have other siblings. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Just kind of give you a little background. But he was like, man, I want to come back into your life, man, and make sure that you're okay. That didn't go well at all. So,
why not?
Number one, he had a lot of troubles that he was dealing with, right? And the main purpose of what he was trying to do at the time was trying to take him off of child support, right? Because he still hadn't had the time to pay it. And, if I had to be honest with you, it was like four other kids, right? He had to pay child support for. So, being that guy and being in Texas your whole life, right? That can very much add up, man. You're trying to pay that all back. So his biggest prerogative or his biggest goal, man, was like, man, like, let's not let's not let's not try to pay this, man. You know, I got into your life, you know, for about 2 months, man. Can you tell your mom to take me off child support? Was his biggest thing, man. And I was like, nah, dog, I can't ask that, man. My mom doesn't want to talk to you. So, you know, you're stuck with what you got to do, man. And yeah, man, it just seems like like I said, the reason why I appreciate you, man. Like it's really positive, man, hearing that, man, from you, man, saying that I sound like a confident guy. I guess that comes from me being the jobs that I've taken, right? That's the easiest way I can tell you that.
What's your job?
Right now, I'm a security guard
Cool.
at a college campus, which is pretty crazy that you. Man, I've been a salesman most of my life, so I guess that's where the talking and the confidence come from.
Okay, interesting. So you had a lot of like, I guess these are. Would you consider both of those to be people-facing jobs?
Yes, yes, very much so.
Okay. Because you don't sound talking to you. You don't sound like you've been, you know, locked in a room for 32 years. You sound like you know how to talk to people.
No. I've like I said, I haven't really gone to many places, but like I said, the places that I tend to do, man, I try to be very bright about it, and you know, I try to be positive about things at first, like every other human being. But man, it doesn't always turn out like that, I guess.
So, I mean, if we could talk about this, so, the whole, like, I am no psychotherapist, and I don't know anything about all these, whatever, but I like, ADHD, I don't know if I formally have ADHD, but I guess I have some, whatever the fuck, ADHD. Definitely know I have some, formal or not, I understand the feelings of ADHD and depression, and I understand everything you were just talking about, of, like, you get bored, and then your boredom spirals into like a crazy depression, and you know, spirals into all the shit I was just ranting to you about at the beginning of the call. I know what that feeling is like.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I have thoughts because I personally struggle with that feeling and try to figure out how to fucking attack it, and so You feel like completely isolated. You feel completely isolated. Like you don't feel like you have like any friends or any family or anyone that you know at all.
No, man. If I want to be honest with you, man, just on this call, man, just level with you 100, man. Sometimes, man, I want to die, man, because it's like as a 32-year-old male, man, with no friends or no real prerogative, man, I'm just out here trying to get it, man. It sucks. Especially now in USA, right? All these tariffs and taxes.
What's your name again?
Peyton.
Peyton, and you live? Do you live in near a big city, Peyton?
I used to live in Dallas, but right now, man, I'm currently closer off to like Palestine. Right.
Palestine. Okay. Do you have any hobbies? Do you have any hobbies? Do you have any like interests of any kind?
Yeah, man. I took before I didn't have enough money to do it because I'm diabetic, man. I have to pay a lot for that out of pocket. But before that happened, man, I used to be a really big. I was training to learn how to code and getting into the PC life of things, man. Because basically, I've been a tech whiz, a little bit of a tech whiz my whole life. So. Getting things like I had to do, man. The craziest thing I used to have to do, man, as a kid, man, to pay for my lunch. You remember LimeWire?
Yeah. Would you download music from LimeWire?
Yeah, I would download music from LimeWire. And kids where I was, where I used to go to school at, they didn't have computers or like the availability to burn CDs. So I would every Friday, man, you know, because music would drop or a mixtape would drop. I would burn CDs from my lunch money, man, and try to spread it out for as much as I can. Because I wasn't a gangster or nothing like that, man. I couldn't join a gang and be like, let me sell drugs or do things like that, man. I had to find other avenues to do things, man. So burning movies and CDs are like my biggest thing.
So let's. I want to focus on the isolation stuff. So what's your day look like? How many hours a week are you at work?
I'm at work at least 12 hours a day.
12? Oh, shit. 5 days a week?
Yeah, 5 days a week. Yes, sir.
12 hours a day, 5 days a week. Do you talk to anyone at work? Do you have any coworkers that you like?
I had a partner, but he recently, his mom just recently had a stroke, so it's kind of been me here the last 3 weeks.
Oh, so you're fucking, dude, you're a security guard on a college campus and you're doing the whole thing alone?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, I know how it feels to fucking feel like you have no coworkers and no roommates and like, just fucking being isolated. Yeah, that's not. I totally understand that is not a fun way to live. But I mean, I have thoughts for you. One is like, well, let's get this out of the way first. One is, again, I've only been talking to you for like 20 minutes, but you seem like a really nice, really confident, good dude. So, whether or not, I hope you see yourself that way. If you don't see yourself that way, know that it is possible for other people to see you that way, because that's just how you're coming off to me. I'm not lying to you. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. You come off to me as a confident, nice guy. And so, if you were, I would be more nervous having this phone call with you if I thought you were a completely insane person that was incapable of making friends, which I don't think you are. That
Appreciate that.
That would concern me more. This would be a sad call if that's the energy you were giving off, but it's not. I think you're a good. You seem like a nice hang. So the other thing is, well, okay, how can we have there be some fork in your day or your road or your routine, right? Because I assume every day you're pretty much doing the same thing of like, wake up, go to work, get tired, is that fair to say?
Yeah. The daily routine, the American dream, I guess.
Yeah. And it's like, how within whatever means you have available, even if it's not something huge or crazy, but how within whatever means you have, whatever money you have, whatever time you have, whatever resources you have, if we really honestly look at whatever resources we have and see if maybe there's something we're not seeing, how within what you're able to do can you branch out to something where you are meeting new people, having new life experiences, and getting your brain out of the fog so that your brain goes, oh, you know what? I actually, my life does not need to be constant, awful despair. Of course, my brain was gonna think that this whole time because I was giving my brain no evidence to consider fucking otherwise, because I was just in my daily routine, and the result of my daily routine was my brain thinking that, life is going to be insane and horrible forever. So how do I put a little fork in the fucking road to at least do the smallest little thing to maybe get in a room or have a conversation or do something new to give my brain the chance to go, okay, maybe there's something new here that we didn't even fucking think about. So we just skipped straight to all the most horrible conclusions because we didn't even consider that our life could look any different until, hey, look, here's some evidence that maybe it can.
Man, if you want to be honest with you, man, I recently just got a notification like 20 minutes before you called. I picked up a dating app.
There we go.
I tried to talk to something, man. I'm not like really looking for dating because, I tried to pick up some things, man. Try to talk to some people, man. I don't really do social media too much because man, there's so much negative propaganda and fake news and things like that, man. So I try my best not to be on doom scrolling and things like that, but. I picked up a dating app, man, and tried to selectively talk to certain people, man, or try to reach out to certain people, man, try to see what's up, man, just say, hello, how you doing? Oh, do you want to chat? And things like that. I mean, that's all I've done recently to try to maneuver my way out to things. And, I mean, not particularly well, I guess.
I will say, by the way, full disclaimer, by the way, if I could just give a generous disclaimer, not just to you, but to anyone listening to this podcast, if you're depressed and feel like you want to die, I highly recommend not downloading a dating app.
Yeah.
Highly recommend if you walk around. I want everything I say is from absolute personal experience. I swear on my life to that. If you're depressed and want to die, the absolute last thing you need to do is get on Hinge or Tinder. It should be at the bottom of your to-do list. Again, I say that from experience, because those apps are just designed to make you fucking want to kill yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I this is like my first time picking up a dating app. I tried it. I didn't do Tinder because I've heard, I've seen Tinder stories, and I've read things on Reddit about Tinder. So,
but I guess, I will say, I know I just said to not do that, but you know what, fucking even doing that, if you're like trying to break your loop in the smallest way possible, downloading a dating app's not a horrible way to break your fucking loop. I mean, there's
right.
It could send you into a different loop that's makes you feel shitty and depressed. But I don't know, man. Like, is there any you talked about wanting to code and like, I don't know, even like, I don't know, man, even these days, like getting involved in like an online community, like if you really don't want to leave your house, or you really don't feel like you have the resources to go super far outside of your house, you could even fucking join a coding Discord group or something and try to make some online friends. I guess I'm just trying to say that, like,
yeah, I haven't done anything like that. I guess it's just something to try. I mean,
yeah. I guess I'm just trying to say, like,
I appreciate it.
Cause look, I'm just saying this. Look, I'm not a real therapist, and I also struggle with, like, wanting to fucking die and like, feeling insane all the time, and these are just things I tell myself, man. The things I just tell myself are like, every day I wake up, I'm just gonna pick maybe. I'm gonna keep picking maybe. I'm gonna keep trying new things, and I just keep trying to be optimistic and be like, there's so much shit to try before. There's so much more, shit to try before fully giving up and going, I'm just destined to be miserable forever.
Yeah.
This is just what I tell myself. I don't know if it is I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I guess you can decide if it's true, but that's just how I feel. It's just a lot to try before resigning to the idea that you're going to be miserable forever. So, I'm inclined. I want to join the living. I hope you also feel empowered to join the living. Whatever the fuck that looks like to you, or whatever you think that feels like to you.
Yeah. And just on another positive note, man, I just want to throw it out there, man. I'm 1 month sober.
Oh, so, wonderful! Congratulations.
So, yeah, man, trust me. Trying new things, like you said, and I'm trying to just not, I guess, like you said, like try not to be in the gutter. So I'm on my meds.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess we're trying to go in the right direction, right?
Good, man. Please, dear God.
Yeah. So trust me, man. I'm trying to be right there with you, man. Just one little thing at a time, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Man. What else?
Go ahead. Because I've been along. I saw your. Interesting enough, man. Somebody referred me to you on Instagram, man, and I've just been watching, man, and seeing little things, man, from everything you do, man. It inspires me, man. Like I said, that's why I called in, man. And if anything to leave on, guys, like you said, man, just try new things, man. That's the best thing I can tell y'all, man. I appreciate the time, man. But I'm gonna go, man, because it's about time for me to get off my break. So,
all right,
I appreciate it, brother.
Good luck, Peyton. Okay, I'm sincerely, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, thank you, man. And subscribe to this channel, y'all, please. This is a great channel. Thank you.
Thank you, Peyton. Thank you, Peyton. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.
You too.
I liked that guy a lot. He really seems like a nice fucking guy. Yeah, he really seems like a nice fucking guy. I empathize. I understand a lot of what that shit fucking feels like. I don't know why I've been feeling like. I mean, I was ranting at the beginning of this phone call. And I was feeling kind of like that for the past little while. Today, in this very moment, I feel good though, which is great. It's cool when you get out of a hole. You're like, oh, I didn't realize that It's like when you get out of a hole, you're like, oh, I have not fully lost myself. I am still here. It's like, I don't know. I have this thing whenever I get sick, like I get a cold. I'm like, well, this is forever now. This is permanent. Your brain just convinces you. Your brains are crazy. I don't know. Okay, that was a lot of real therapy. Well, not real. That was a lot of fake real therapy. But I enjoyed talking to Peyton. Do I have anything funny to say? I feel like I used to say funny things. Sometimes I have something funny to say. Why do I feel like I should have more funny things to say. But I don't really. I didn't have anything funny to say about that. I just felt it too much in my soul. Maybe it's inherently funny. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to say anything funny. All right, let's just keep going. Okay. All right. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Evan.
Evan. What's up, Evan? How can I get you today?
I'm doing well. I got off of work a few hours ago. I hung out with a friend today. Yeah, I got a couple things I want to talk about, but I did have a question before we start.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think the best way to get on the phone is with you? Do you think it's just calling over and over and over again, or do you think it's like waiting for the voicemail, or what do you think?
I think the best way to get on the phone with me is probably just a call.
Just call over and over again?
Well, no, you just call. You just press the phone. You just take your phone and you make a call. What were the things you wanted to talk about?
Well, so I'm 19. I'm going to be 20 in April. I am an Eagle Scout, so I'm really big into the BSA. I like going there a lot. The summer camp that I worked at is a BSA camp, and I go there a lot for weekends for like volunteer events. And yeah, I just want to talk about my experience with that and like the BSA.
What you said, the BSA? Boy Scouts of America.
Yeah, scouting. Yeah, it's called Scouting BSA now, I think. But it's I just want to talk about my experience with that and just what's going on in my life.
What's you guys don't do cookies, right? You do popcorn.
Yes, we do popcorn.
What kind of popcorn you guys are we working with? We got caramel corn. Do you have do you guys sell the fucking tray where it's got the butter popcorn, the cheese, the orange cheese popcorn, the white cheddar popcorn, and the caramel popcorn? Do you guys do that?
The tray? I'm not sure what you mean.
No, it's it's not a tray. It's a bucket. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said a tray. It's a bucket.
Oh, like the big tin of the big metal tin.
Tin. That's right. Yeah, the big metal tin, and it's got the little divider that's supposed to divide all the different kinds of popcorn. But what I usually end up doing is just mixing them all together so that you get a lot of diverse flavors in one bite.
That is the way to do it. There's a item called the Classic Trio. It's like caramel corn, cheddar, and I think white cheddar, and that's the best. I think that's the best combo. And then you put it on the tin, and it's oh my gosh, that's the best. Yeah. That's the best I love that one so much. I don't sell anymore, obviously, because I'm over 18. But when I did, it was very. I still go around and buy sometimes because I'm a little bit of a fiend for it, I will say.
All right, so tell me, Boy Scouts, good, bad? Give us the rundown.
Good. I really like it. As growing up, I grew up with the program, so I think I started when I was in second grade, and I absolutely love it. It's really fun for me to have somewhere to go. So I live in Wisconsin, and there's a saying called up north here. It's like I'm going up north for the weekend, and that's like the saying here. So I get to go up north to camp in Wisconsin, and for the weekend activities, it's usually like a volunteer weekend. So we do a lot of like volunteer work. Like one weekend I was doing conduit and like plumbing stuff and putting together pipes and all that. And then the next weekend I was doing some carpentry, like cutting wood to the certain measurements that they wanted, and doing all that stuff. And the next weekend I was doing some, like, I think we were pouring concrete that weekend, and I learned how to do that. And I actually, the head ranger took me on a trip to Iowa this past weekend, and I learned how to use a chainsaw there, like, safely. And I got there's a bunch of BSA certifications that you can get. And I got a certification on I can certifiably use a chainsaw, and I'm very proud of that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the most? Which BSA certification are you the most proud of?
The most proud of? Probably the chainsaw. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed doing that. But there's just a bunch of experiences that you can get for the BSA. Like, there was one time when me and my troop went to Washington D.C. and we just spent like a week out there. It was so much fun. I got to do the whole mall. I got to go see the Smithsonian's and everything. It was very cool. And then there was another time with my troop where we went to the Boundary Waters in like Lake Superior. I really enjoyed that. It's oh my gosh, it's so pretty up there. I love it so much. But yeah, I really like it because it's good to have some place to go on the weekends other than, like, just partying or, like, sitting at home watching TikToks all weekend. It's not, I don't like doing that on the weekends, just doom scrolling. It's a big problem for me. Yeah.
What's your TikTok algorithm looking like these days?
It's a lot of cars. I'm a big car guy as well. I see a lot of videos of, like, I'm a big Honda guy. I really like Honda Civics, and a lot of people put turbos in them and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I just like probably cars is the biggest thing. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous because I was not expecting to get on.
No, don't be. What's your name again?
Evan.
Evan, now that you've graduated the Boy Scouts, what is your hopes and dreams for your life?
Well, so in the next few years, I want to go on a trip across the country. My goal was to hit every national park within a summer.
Cool.
I really want to do that. I'm really excited as well because I have the plan all made out. I just made a really bad decision in buying the wrong vehicle because I was really excited out of high school to do that, and then I bought the wrong vehicle, and I can't take that across the road because it's not reliable enough to do that. So I got to wait until I pay off some debt to do that. But I really want to do that. I've got, like, all the plans made out. I know the days I want to spend at each park. I know my food plan. I know, like, what I'm going to do on the road for money. I just got to do it. But yeah.
Nice, brother. Nice. You did you get to travel at all in the Boy Scouts? Like, did they take you places and you do stuff? I made that sound kind of weird.
No. There was one trip where it was a pretty big event. It's called the National Jamboree. It's where every scout in the nation can go to a place called the Summit, and it's a pretty big event. I think there was 15,000 or 20,000 scouts there last year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's when you see it in real life, it's a lot of people, I feel like. But yeah, I've gotten to go down to Missouri, and in 2017, I went down there to go see the eclipse, the solar eclipse, I think it was. That was really fun. And I really like how in scouting, it's very interconnected. So, like, if you want to go to, like, say you want to take a trip to Arizona, if you know somebody in Arizona and they, like, are a part of scouting, you could most likely get a weekend event and, like, go to Arizona, go to that camp in Arizona and then stay there for a weekend and, like, volunteer and just see Arizona for a weekend. Or if you want to go to, like, Maine, same story, But yeah, I work as this is a little sidetrack, but I work as a truck driver as well.
Ooh.
That's my, like, full-time job. I enjoy that.
Ooh.
It's not
Ooh.
it's not over the road, but I do travel the state a whole lot. I go all over Wisconsin.
Have you ever almost gotten into an accident and died? I don't know why that was the first question. I don't know why that was the first question that came to my mind, but that was the first question that came to my mind, is if you ever almost gotten into an accident and died.
I mean, I've never gotten into an accident. I mean, there's been like close calls here and there, but nothing really story worthy. Yeah, I deliver beer for a living, so very fun. I like it a lot because I'll go. It's like 30 minutes to my work, and then sometimes we'll go all the way up north to like Superior Ashland area, if you know where that is. But it's
Nope.
all the way up there, and then we go all the way down to, like La Crosse, and you probably don't know La Crosse, but it's a big area we cover, and I really like it because I listen to your podcast a lot. I think I've listened to almost like by half the episodes, which is quite a bit.
Hell yeah.
I've been a big fan for a long time. I used to listen to you when you were still on Reddit as well.
Thanks, man. Goddamn.
Man. Yeah. I remember the Reddit days. That was good.
Yeah, now Reddit is I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I do know what they're doing. They're I know what they're doing multiple times a day, every day, because I'm addicted to looking at Reddit. But every time I look at it now, it's just like some new Trump Elon thing, and I'm like, I don't want to put this in front of my face right now.
Yeah.
You seem like a good kid, man. You seem like a good kid. You're driving a fucking truck at night. Honestly had no idea that. I don't know why. I thought there was an age limit to driving a truck. I thought you had to be at least 47 years old. I didn't know that. It kind of spooks me that they let 19-year-olds drive trucks. I don't know why.
It's not a tractor trailer. It's just a straight box truck. But it is still a pretty large vehicle. Yeah, Wisconsin laws are weird. There's a Wisconsin law where it's a really weird law. You can drink alcohol like with your parents when you're under 21, like at a public restaurant, I think. And it's a very weird law. I know my cousin did that a lot with their parents.
I'm sorry, I probably asked you 10 times, but my brain is not working today. What's your name again?
My name's Evan.
Evan,
Yeah.
Evan, do you have any advice for people? Do you have any advice for the people? I'm tired. This show.
That's okay.
I have no advice for anyone today. I'm delegating the advice to you. Do you have any advice to people?
My
today?
advice is the golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated, and you will get treated pretty well.
And where can I buy that popcorn at?
Your local scout council. So you're in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you just look up, like, I think it's Northern New York Council or something. I don't know what the council's called, but it's an area that the council, like, works with or like controls or something. And it's like a certain part of the city or the state, and they have troops and scouts in certain areas. But you can go to the council usually and buy popcorn from them. You don't have to like go out seeking a child if you don't want to. But so you can, usually you can go to the council and you can just fill out a form there. And the season is like 3 weeks in the fall. I think it's like October, November or something like that. But
Sweet.
Yeah. Did you do any youth programs or anything like that?
Did I do any youth programs? I did BBYO when I was a kid.
What is that?
Some Jewish thing where you go to a place and be Jewish. We didn't sell anything. We just went and be Jewish, and there's nothing.
It's like a church camp or like a church organization.
we just like I would like take a coffee cup and I would piss in it, and then I would bring it into the elevator with me at this hotel that we had a conference at. Stuff like that, nothing.
What?
Nothing.
It just sounds like a drug test.
No. We were just bored. I once took a glass. We were in a dining hall, and I took a glass cup and I went to the bathroom and I smashed it on the ground. Just because
Dang.
just because I wasn't in I didn't take it seriously. It wasn't reality to me. But looking back on it, you know, I mean, I was 14, and so I wouldn't do that again. But you know, I was 13 years ago.
Would you say that you were a pretty rebellious kid?
But yeah, sure. Yeah, I was fairly rebellious, I would say. Not in any I never did hardcore drugs or stabbed anyone, but I was, you know, I did not enjoy playing by the rules, I guess, when I was a wee boy.
Right. Is there anything notable or just here and there?
Nothing that notable. I mean, what about you? Were you a rebellious kid?
I kind of was a goody two shoes. Now that I'm so in high school and middle school, I wasn't super sociable. I was kind of kept to myself, and it's unfortunate, but I kind of treated high school and middle school like a prison sentence, and I was just I'm gonna do my time and get out kind of thing, because I didn't really like school. But now that I've graduated, I reconnected with a lot of my high school friends, and we go to shows and stuff. I know I'm a part of. Well, I don't play an instrument, but I'm a photographer for a band in my area. So I take pictures of them sometimes. I have a little film camera I use. I don't have anything. I don't have a $1,500 digital camera that I use. It's a film camera that I found in my basement. So I use that. But I like to go to their shows a lot. I like a lot of local shows. It's it feels like I'm getting roots into my hometown, I guess. I feel like a sense of belonging when I go to local shows and local events and stuff like that. But yeah, I really, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go. You're good.
No, I had nothing I was going to say.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, they go to a lot of shows. It's a pop punk band, so they do a lot of heavier stuff and fast paced. And there's a basement show or a basement venue that I go to a lot, and it's it's one of those 19th century basements that's 5 feet tall, all rock and concrete. And it's if you pack 60 people in there, it's cramped AF, you know? I don't want to swear, but anyway, yeah, no, it's a lot of fun though. It's just pushing and shoving your friends, but yeah, I enjoy it. I'm kind of,
sorry, go ahead, Evan.
Oh yeah, sorry. I kind of consider myself a very versatile person in that sense. I'm an Eagle Scout, and I go do volunteer work, and then I go, take pictures for a local band that I'm a part of, and I'm a truck driver, and I feel like those kind of things are I don't know, I feel like they're kind of contradictory in my eyes, Yeah, I feel like you would expect a truck driver to go to local shows, and someone that goes to local shows and is a punk rocker to go to volunteer work. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know, Evan. You said you're only 19, but you're living a full life. You're only 19, but you're living a 47-year-old's life. You drive a truck. You volunteer. You're a good Christian. Whether I don't even know if you're religious, but you're a good Christian.
No, no, I'm not.
No, I think you're doing quite well, Evan. I wouldn't change a thing.
I appreciate that.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Hold on. Give me 1 sec.
Oh God, what do we got? What's going on? What's happening?
Hold on. So I was asking in the chat a lot. I'm trying to find. Asking in the chat.
What's this?
I don't want to say that. Finger Minnesly. Shout out to Finger Minnesly, because he really he helped me. He gave me he answered my question on how to. I asked a lot how to get in and what other people have done, and he was answering my questions. So shout out to Finger Minnesly. Okay, shout out Finger Guy. Yeah.
Rock and roll. Awesome. Well, take care, Evan. Good luck. Keep living a good life. You're an inspiration to You're an inspiration doing all these fucking things at 19. When I was 19, I was running around in circles trying to make myself dizzy to get high. No, that's not true, but you know what I mean. Good luck, Evan.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what's your name?
Okay, hey, my name is... But if for some reason I end up getting connected with Gecko, can I just remain anonymous?
You are connected with the Gecko.
Oh, really? What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, hi, Gecko. I guess I can't remain hidden.
You can. We can get rid of that name and just call you Donnie, and that's what we're gonna do. So Donnie.
Okay. Yes.
What's up, Donnie? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Gecko?
I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's in the air, but today is actually a good day. So hopefully we can string a few more of those together, and we'll really get somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on with you?
So, well, it's funny because I was hoping you would kind of go live tonight because I'm just looking for some advice about potentially moving abroad to Europe. I'm currently living in the U.S. and I have this opportunity to move to France for a year, and I'm a little bit hesitant. So this is what I'm calling about.
Okay, what's making you hesitant?
The thing that's making me hesitant is that I'm worried about what I'm going to do once I get to France. Right now, I'm going over there. Potentially, I need to pay for my university, but once I pay for the semester, I'll go out there and study French for about a year. But after that, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. And just to give a little bit more context, my boyfriend currently lives in France. So a big part of the reason why I would be moving out there is because I want to be with him too. And at the same time, I just kind of want to do something adventurous for myself, but there's just a little bit of hesitation because it's such a big move and I would have to sell everything back home and it's just stuff, but I think it would be worth it. I don't know. It's a big thing, so I honestly didn't think you would answer, so I don't know really what else to say.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
25. Have you ever been outside of the country?
Yeah, I went to France last year for about a month, and I loved it. It was my first time to Europe, and going to France for the first time was surreal. I got to do a lot of the things that I never really thought I would ever do, like going to the catacombs was amazing, and seeing the Eiffel Tower was incredible, and going to Normandy and going to like the D-Day Museum and everything was really fascinating because I really like history. So I got to go to France for about a month, but that's the longest that I've been there.
And where do you live currently?
I live in Arkansas currently.
Okay. And do you have like what's going on in Arkansas? Do you have a lot of like friends and family there or a job there? Like, do you have like significant reasons why you want to stay in Arkansas?
Yeah, those reasons would be what you just listed. My friends and my family and my job here. I'm really close with my family, like my sisters and my brothers, and I've kind of got family all over the place. And then I have a pretty good I have a pretty good job back home. So there would be a lot kind of keeping me here. You know, my family knows that I'm thinking about making this move, and they all really would hate to see me go, but at the same time, they're, you know, a little bit supportive but questionable of the ideas, because it's kind of not spur of the moment, but it's a huge decision. So they're just kind of like telling me to really think about what I'm doing here. So to answer your question, I've got. Sorry?
Do you have a lease right now in Arkansas, or are you living with your parents?
No, I have an apartment, and I'm month to month right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what you would be going there for like a year to live in France, or this is like I am moving to France?
It's a year for now, for my student visa, and then I wanted to try it out for a year, and then after that, if like once I really know what I'm getting myself into, seeing how I like it, then probably would end up moving there. But I guess the only thing I'm worried about is making sure I become somebody there, as in having a career. Maybe that's my biggest worry.
I'm team go there for a year.
Yeah.
Because look, this isn't like nothing you've said to me so far has been like particularly stupid. I mean, yeah, why not just go there for a year and have a little adventure, right? And then come back. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you know, then if you want to come back, you can come back, but you'll never forget the year that you spent in France. I try to do things where it's like, okay, I'll never forget doing that, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, I think going for a year is not a bad move.
Okay. I like your advice about doing things that I would never forget, because, you know, I was leaning on the side of, like, I knew I'm going to do this. I just don't know what I'm waiting on. I think the thought of it being such a big move is kind of, like, scaring me. And
but it's what I don't understand is, why is this such a big move? Because I mean, look, you leave your apartment and sell a bunch of shit, whatever. I don't know. Is there a housing crisis in Arkansas where you can't just come back after a year and get another apartment near your family? Like, what exactly makes this such a big decision?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too. I think maybe I'm thinking too deeply into it, like the what ifs of. God forbid I don't end up liking it there. Like, okay, I need a plan B if I come back, and like, what am I going to come back to? Like, do I sell my car, or do I make sure I have a car to come back to? Or, you know, like the stuff that I've had over the years, it's just stuff, but like, what do I sell? What do I keep? And the preparation of going over there, it kind of seems like...
Look. Here's the thing. All these are all like little things. You know, like, do you sell your car? Do you like what? It's all kind of figure outable stuff, I think. Mm-hmm. So I mean, look, man. If I were you, it's like if you want adventure, then go out and have yourself an adventure. Now's the better time to do it, right? Because you're not married, you don't have kids, you don't have a mortgage, you don't have like anything crazy tying you down anywhere. So go for a year, go for a couple months, and if you hate it, then go back home and live with your parents in Arkansas while you find a new place. Like this, it's a very reversible decision should you decide that you don't like it anymore. But I think it's worth a shot. You know, that's how I feel. Especially if you've been living in Arkansas forever.
Yeah, well, I'm not from here. I moved here in my teenage years, so I'm not even from Arkansas, but I was definitely leaning towards you know what, might as well. What's the worst? It's only a year. What a incredible opportunity. And honestly, I knew I wanted to do it, and I do want to do it, and I just wanted to call to,
validate
say hi.
Your own experience. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, maybe maybe I was just looking for a little bit of validation because I've been getting a lot of people like questioning my decisions, and you know, I feel sure of myself, but it's nice to have other people like be like, yeah, go for it. And so thank you, Gecko. I appreciate your advice, and you know, the making things and wanting to make a memory out of, that's something that I'll remember.
Donnie, is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Yes, I want to say don't hesitate, and don't let the what ifs stop you from doing something adventurous.
Thank you for calling, Donnie.
Thank you. Have a good night, Gecko.
Hey, what's your name?
Good. It's Hayden.
Hayden.
It's the Gecko Man.
Yes, this is the Geck Man. How are you, Hayden? How's life?
Oh, awesome. Great to hear. Yeah, life's been all right the last couple months. Just has had a colonoscopy done today, and just sitting here watching the South Park movie.
Which one? Bigger, Longer, Uncut?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that one's a classic. I love that movie. I used to watch it with fucking director's commentary when they re-released it on Blu-ray.
Yes, sir. I'm just watching the DVD, but yeah, just got done finished a 36-hour fast because my colonoscopy, and I'm celebrating tonight.
Ooh, okay. What are we getting into after this 36-hour fast? What are we going to destroy our body with, please?
Oh, I got a couple pizzas going, and
Nice.
I don't want to go too crazy because I started the gym a couple weeks ago, so don't want to get too crazy. But yeah,
That's awesome.
living life. Missed food last day and a half. Missed food.
Yeah. Yeah, fasting is good though because when you get into a routine where you're just like eating like a piece of shit every fucking day, you know, sometimes you gotta remind yourself, you gotta reset your brain to be like, oh, actually, food is meant to be enjoyed sparingly and not, you're not supposed to eat fucking 500 grams of sugar every day or anything like that. You gotta reset your brain, and then you enjoy food more. It's good. It's a good thing to fast. I'm doing a little fast now. That's how I was losing weight, is I was doing like a twice a week 600 calorie only fast, and it was working pretty well, and then I got fucking crazy and I stopped doing it. But now we're back on the horn, so you and me, we're just a couple of fucking
For sure.
We're just a couple of boys on our skinny game.
Yes, sir. I'm trying.
Hayden, what can I do for you today? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Just first time calling in. Just yeah, I recently moved out of my parents' house, and honestly, it's been fabulous.
Yeah, how long were you in there for?
Oh, I did. It's about 2 months. Next week, I'll be here.
Okay, so in 2 months, you will be.
Oh, sorry. I've been with my parents. I'm 24, so I've been with my parents my whole life, and I just got out for 2 months.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, and what was it that made you finally be like, I'm getting out of there?
I don't know. I love my family, but I just needed to get away from them, man.
Totally. Yeah, totally. And what, are you by yourself? Are you with roommates?
Yeah, I'm just by myself at the moment. I got it's like my grandparents' house, but they're not doing very well, so like I'm kind of like taking over the payments for the time being until they want to decide what they want to do. So kind of like sucks, but you know, still happy with the situation.
So are you in your grandparents' house right now?
Yes.
Are your grandparents there?
No, they one's my mom's taking care of my grandma, and my grandpa is he has dementia, so he's at the like a retirement home, and they're taking care of him.
Okay, so you can still you still have your own space.
Oh yeah, which it sucks, you know, like not the best circumstances for this, but you know, I'll take what I can get. If however long it lasts, you know, whatever.
Nice. Have you done it? Now that you're on your own, are you having girls over? Are you having parties? What are you doing?
Yeah, funny thing about that, the second day I moved in, I got broken up with.
Oh no!
So it's kind of been a weird couple months.
What
really weird couple months.
What happened?
I don't know, just I don't think we've been dating for 6.5 years, so I don't know, it was just kind of time, and like it was a high school relationship, so it's, I still miss her a lot, but I think it was for the best. It's just kind of bad timing, unfortunately. Like I was all excited about moving in, and the second day I get here, hey, we need to talk. So yeah, it's unfortunate.
You're calling me from Canada, it seems?
Yes, sir.
What part of Canada?
Windsor, Ontario, like right across from Detroit.
And what's going on in? Yeah, sure. I think I've been like near the border of Windsor. What's going on in Windsor? Is it a shithole or is it fun?
It's all right. I mean, a lot of manufacturing jobs and what was that? Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, sorry, my alarm went off my pizza. Sorry about that.
You there?
Yeah, sorry, my alarm just went off for my pizza. Sorry about that.
You have a pizza alarm?
Yeah.
What, like?
No, it's cook in the oven.
Like, oh, okay. I thought it was like a birth control pill alarm where it just tells you that today is
for pizza,
it's time to eat pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, Windsor's good. I don't know. We're getting like a lot of people around here are getting a little scared of all these tariffs news, and it's kind of scaring a lot of us. But we're getting through it all.
Okay.
Because we do a lot of the car part manufacturing, and I don't know, a lot of people around here are getting kind of scared, but we're keeping through.
Yeah, what's the I know that Trump is doing a bunch of crazy stuff. How's it being received over in Canada?
Honestly, a lot of the people who were conservatives like a couple years ago are not conservative now. So even with the hardcore ones, that's kind of crazy to me. Like all the guys that were super all into that stuff, not into it anymore.
Interesting. It's funny because I guess it's like the past however many years, I was always like, what's it gonna fucking like take? I guess what it took was a giant stock market crash.
Yeah, well, it's still scary over here too. I'm hearing more and more stuff. I don't know, because honestly, we don't really hear a lot of American news. Or at least I know we're like right across the border, but I don't hear a lot of American news, so I haven't really heard much about what's going on over there either.
All right, so you're 24, you're out on your own, and what do? Do you work in manufacturing?
Yes, I do.
Okay. How are things at the plant? Do you go to a plant? Do you live like Homer Simpson?
Yeah, it's kind of like a small, kind of like a small shop type thing. But yeah, they're keeping us busy for the time being. But like as the weeks go by, like more and more like of our jobs are getting like canceled because they don't want to like. Yeah, I don't know all the details of it, but yeah, more and more jobs are getting canceled. It's getting scarier and scarier, but they're keeping us on. I don't care, whatever. Yeah, just despite that, just trying to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I got nothing.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, just trying to stay positive with everything. It's life's been good despite everything, and I still miss my ex, but getting through it.
All right, have you been going on any dates? Are you on Canadian Hinge?
No, I just not ready for that yet. It's been I think 2 months next week. So I don't know, just not really feeling that yet. Just still getting over everything and starting to go to therapy and starting to do more things that make me feel good about myself and trying to be a better person.
Do you have a lot of friends in Windsor? Do you have like a community and whatnot?
I have a couple friends, but I lost a couple over high school. But yeah, I got 2 or 3 semi-close friends. I don't think I have any like close friends at the moment, but.
What's your dream in life?
I don't know, just try and shrug through and be able to afford some good stuff later in life.
Yeah, what kind of good stuff?
I don't know, I'd want to go on some trips long term. Like, I know I just heard someone was talking about going to France, and I would like to check out France someday.
Yeah, France is. Well, you guys don't you live near? You could go to mini France. You could go to Montreal.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's still about 8-9 hours away. Yeah, I've thought about it, just taking a little trip and. Yeah, so I don't know. I've just kind of been. I'm happy, but still down about the whole situation. But yeah, and maybe during the summer, I was thinking about just trying to do something fun for myself, go alone somewhere for a couple days, and try and enjoy some life.
Yeah, I like that. Enjoy some life. I mean, Canada has a lot of places where you can go into the woods and never come back out, or be,
Yeah, fight a bear.
Fight a bear. Yeah. Have you been out? Have you spent a lot of time in that Canadian wilderness?
I've gone up to BC a couple times. It's beautiful there. Love it up there.
Well, let's see here. What's your name again?
Hayden.
Hayden. Hayden, before we go, is there anything that I can do for you to make this phone call experience better on your end?
No, I've just been loving your show. I've watched you since the Hive Mind episode you guys did with the Hive Mind guys.
Oh,
that was a couple years ago.
Cool. I'm glad you liked that, because it's funny, if you go on Reddit, or if you go on that video, it is consistently ranked as the worst Hive Mind episode of all time.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I thought you brought an interesting dynamic to them.
No, they hated me. I mean, it is. Look, I was rewatching it, and I was rewatching it, and I was like, I don't get what people are so mad about. I watched one part, and I was like, all right, maybe a couple parts, I was being kind of a dick. It's true, but the rest of it, I was fine. But anyway, no, I am.
What part did you think you were being a dick about? I thought it was entertaining, and I wasn't there.
Well,
but
thank you. As long as at least one person found that video mildly entertaining, then that's all I care about. But
that sucks. No part two then?
Hayden, thank you very much for calling, man. Is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Just trying to stay positive, and any issues you got, go to therapy.
All right. Take care, Hayden.
Hey, you too. Bye.
I got to get up to Canada sometime.
Therapy Gecko's on the line, taking your phone calls.